I want you to think of the first time that you've ever had your heart broken. I want you to describe to me what it felt like and visualize that the best you can.
Uh, I guess there's a lot to kind of say on the topic, but I guess it wasn't the greatest feeling in the world, but it really wasn't the worst at the same time because it really made me understand that things were real and that I knew that the emotions that I felt throughout the entire time of having a thing with this person were clarified with that. And to kind of put it into words that you could visualize, like you're doing ceramics, right? You're working with clay, you're putting in hours and hours, days and months of hard work into creating a masterpiece. All that only for you to realize that within that time that you were working on it, you left a small air bubble within your piece, and putting it into the kiln, it blows up and breaks. And in that, it ends up destroying other pieces, not just your own.
Okay, Jesse. I want you to describe to me what it felt like. Visualize it if you can.
It felt like my heart was a magnet, and you know when the magnets, when you flip them over, they like repel each other instead of attract to each other? I felt like it was repelling it against my insides, like it just didn't belong there, and there's like this pressure in my heart.
I think the first occurrence of me being full on genuinely rejected, or I think it was more the sense of abandonment. So that was kind of like back in my childhood when I was around 13, and I think it was through my parents' separation. So my dad left, and it felt like as if he was leaving a piece of himself behind. So the feeling of being rejected or being abandoned is almost like someone throwing a stone or rock hard to the ground and fragments of it dropping off and just leaving a trail of it behind. The trail of, or the fragments being me, I guess. And I'm just left there.
I guess for me, the number one thing I think about with that is like taking the leap to ask somebody out or like asking somebody if they reciprocate your feelings is like such a vulnerable process in the first place, you know? And that the nights, like, there's nights leading up to it. You don't like, especially when you're younger, when you're younger, when it's your first time, you sort of have a lot in your head. It's very idealized. You've seen on the media, but you don't know. You've heard your friends talk about it, and that you're thinking about what could go wrong. And when you sort of spend that time building yourself up, and that sort of becomes a part of your thinking. You tell yourself why she's gonna say yes, why you're gonna be like, why she would like you, all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
But then all of a sudden, if you get hit with a cold no, it sort of goes against everything you've been gassing yourself up for. And then all of a sudden you realize, wait, am I not X, Y, and Z? Does she not like that? Am I not a confident, funny, so and so, whatever traits that I thought I was in the first place? I couldn't strike an artistic picture like yours, where I'm sort of just being knifed in the heart. But what really gets me is how it goes to the core of your identity. It's really hard to disassociate yourself from a serious attempt at asking a girl out. And when you first sort of get rejected like that, man, it's just like you take it personally, and it's a
Hmm.
personal hit to your identity.
How would you describe that feeling that you felt?
It felt like I'm hollowed up inside, and then there's a huge gaping hole in my chest. And then, like, I keep on poking my hand inside it. I just feel numb. How would you describe heartbreak?
Me?
Like,
How would I describe it?
yeah.
Like what I felt like physically, it was actual like physical pain, which was crazy, or not even physical pain, but like a physical sensation. It felt like there was a dumbbell attached to my heart with like sharp spikes, weighing it down. Like it was
Mhm.
just like pulling it down, and I felt just like gross and like heavy, you know.